Sup? It's Hallie. Welcome back to Doki Doki Double Vision. We're gonna, probably finish the demo in this session. Where did I leave off? We finished Yuri's route last time, I do believe, what exists of it at least. And now we gotta look at Sayori's and Natsuki's to see what's different. So that means we gotta write a Sayori poem first, I guess. I wonder. In the original game, Sayori has the most poem words, and generally likes the same words as Natsuki and Yuri anyway, even a little bit. So, most of the time, whenever you mash on through a poem game, chances are you're going to get Sayori, and I'm wondering if that's still the case in this mod. We're gonna try it. We might have gotten Natsuki instead. We're leaving it up to chance. Yeah, skip it. Manga, shut up. Did we get Natsuki? Or Sayori? Who did we get? Oh no, we got Natsuki. There we go. I guess the game just proved me false. I didn't say it was foolproof, okay? I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet, seemingly annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot! What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? You just said it yesterday! Besides, it's written all over your face! What's that supposed to mean? There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better! Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. You're a girl, how could it be out of your demographic? If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. I wasn't judging. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. Didn't I just say I didn't say anything? But I'll tell you one thing, Hallie. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. You don't have to capitalize the D when it's after a colon. They're part of the same sentence. Also, hold on a second. I wanted to check something real quick. Let's see. She was judging your tone when you said Parfait Girls, you idiot. Just because you didn't say anything after that doesn't mean she couldn't read you on that one. But whatever. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attires striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there! Ooh, Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats along the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. I take my seat. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. We made it work with Yuri. Why's that? It finally dawns on me that the chairs have desks attached to them, meaning that we wouldn't both be able to see the pages. I guess it is easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that! Don't make me feel weird about it! Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry? I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. typical slice of life affair. I like these, but they do tend to have a lack of plot. So what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously! You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters! And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like, when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Ooh, Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. Is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah... Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's... just a coincidence! I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I am fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. Not that you're a loser, obviously. I find it harder for girls who read manga and watch anime to be appreciated sometimes, you know? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even want to know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, right? Or didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough! Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens! Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. That reminds me of someone. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone! Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess we'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it toward Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb! Just take it home with you! Is that really alright? Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. I don't doubt that. By tomorrow. I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on homework if I try to get through this tonight. But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Although I think I'm more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it. Alright then. I stand up and return to where I put my stuff, carefully slipping the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I see that skip button. Blah! Do I have skip off just choosing on? We're gonna skip after choices, because I'm gonna click a bunch of choices here. Skip back on. Monica. I like it, Hallie. Really? That's a lot cuter than I expected. Cute? I'm not sure I would describe it that way, but at least she didn't say it was terrible. Oh, I didn't mean for that to be an insult or anything. It's just that it kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write, that's all. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Oh, we're gonna skip it again. I actually am familiar with the work of Shel Silverstein. It was one of the books in my grade school classes so long ago. I don't know how many people would actually get that reference, though. Thoughts? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Eh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? If I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when I'm writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. You went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. She is. Can you see her smiling? So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Oh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. It goes that much. Skip. Let's show it to Yuri, who will hate it. Yeah, I could tell. I really shouldn't be talking about people like that. That was really the only line that was different in that bit there? Weird. Oh. Poem sharing. The Enigmas. Sayori. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of surprised Yuri didn't have a different response there. Or at least not a more different one. I need to side with Natsuki because it's her route now. Yuri. You're really talented. Well, I wasn't finished. Natsuki has a point. I think that... I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know! But that's not... That's enough, Natsuki. Huh? Me? Natsuki's voice whines. She was so mean to me! You were mean to her! Like you weren't... Oh, there you go. Like you weren't mean to her. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. We learned that firsthand today. Even the smallest of criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glanced over my shoulder. Sayori's nodding vigorously. So you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing, she finally mutters, that barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Hallie. Sheesh! Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Not sorry for anything else she said.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri!
Sayori! Excuse me, I have to use the bathroom. Yuri quickly rushes out of the room, face completely red.
Huh? I was just trying to help!
I know, Sayori. I'm sure she appreciated it. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. To be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we've gotten a little too used to. Oh, so my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere, huh? Oh, God. I don't know about other mod makers, but giant gaps like this really bother me. I can't tell if this is in vanilla or not, because some of the dialogue has been changed, but like, you could probably shorten this sentence up just a little bit to make atmosphere fit over here, instead of just this big ugly hole. Whatever. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monika!
About what?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club! The most important thing is having fun!
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, Monika's right. Being in the literature club means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Yeah, you're being lazy. Okay, everyone, time to skip again. Oh, once Yuri had returned to the club room, Monika spoke up. It's just about time for us to leave. Skipping! Alright, poem number 2. I'm not going to throw caution to the wind again because I'm still pretty sure Sayori is the easiest to get by spamming. So let's pick Natsuki words. She likes all the vapid shallow birds, like anime and pink. Puppy. Giggle. Yeah, see? Socks. Socks are so Natsuki. I don't think... I'm not sure any of these are her. Pretty sure Sunny is Sayori. See? No, that was Monika. Twirl. She likes headphones and I don't think this is it, but I'm picking it anyway. It's probably still a word she would like a little bit. Parfait, of course. Lollipop. Fluffy. Ribbon. In case you didn't know, this thing in her hair is actually a ribbon. It's actually confirmed this in an AMA a while back. I didn't know either, so I thought I'd mention it. For like the handful of people that actually watch this video. For the rest, it will forever remain a mystery. Candy. No, silly Sayori. Waterfall? Yeah. And... music's close enough. I'm pretty sure music is an original game word, and they gave it to Monica. That was something I kind of avoided in Take 2, but I can understand why they would adjust it, because some of those words do seem like they would appeal to other characters more if they were on screen. Nightgown. Bubbles? Yeah. Doki Doki.